We are back! It's another day in the factory, and the first thing that we're going to be doing today is completing this section, which is the heavy oil and polymer from crude section of the build. And then we're going to have to start working on all the other sections. But the other thing that I want to have a look at whilst we're here is this section here. I really want to do something with the rails, maybe move them further along. It'd be nice to know where they're going. I think, or we could maybe bring it up through the middle. That might look quite cool as well. Interesting. Maybe we'll play around with that. That could be quite cool. But yeah, plenty to do. So we're just going to get straight to it. The other thing, before I forget, is that we need to produce, I think, 400 more modular engines. So that's the other thing that we're hoping to have running in the background today. And then we'll be able to, hopefully, unlock tier 7 and 8. That's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, we were going to start working on the rest of this, you know, building all along here. But unfortunately, as soon as we got here, someone deleted my inventory. I'm looking at you, human. I'm looking at you. This is going to be a long day, I can see. Thankfully, we've now been able to get our resources back after the delete, and we're currently building up the refinery area. I think I placed that in the wrong place. Wait a second. You're not in line. You should be there. We're going to do this all along, and then after this, we're also going to be working on the rails. I want the rails to come up through the middle of this section and above. I think that would look pretty cool. I don't know where we're going to put them, but that's going to be the idea. We'll find out shortly. I placed all of these down, and I was quite happy with it until we went underneath, and I realized that we have no room. It's so low that I can't even place this pipe anymore. So we're gonna have to do something. So what we're gonna have to do is raise all of this up. All of it. All of this. Took so much time. Oh well, it's fine. We'll just delete it all and we'll replace it. So as you can see, guys, we've managed to lift it up. It's taken us a little bit of a while, but we're now ready to place down the refineries, which is the next thing that we're going to be doing. And I must admit, we have plenty of space. If we go down here, I actually need to fill these. We have plenty of space. Lovely. Finally, we have got to the point where we started this episode. We've still got a long way to go, but the next thing that I want to do is start working on the piping for this, which we'll do after my quick little break. I'm going to grab myself a coffee and maybe something to eat, and then we'll be back for this. Well, would you look at this? We've now got some piping. This isn't everything. So we've got the basic piping input and output pipe, for this setup. It's not fully done yet, only the first half, or not even that. And we still haven't done the item output, but I forgot to actually record how we did that, so I'll be showing you in the next chance that I get to record it. But it's starting to look pretty nice. And I've got to say, it's looking pretty uniformed. I'm liking the way it's coming along. What we're going to do is have the manifold above on the top of the pipeline, and then hopefully I'll be able to work it so that we can also have a little bit of a... Oh, that was close. That was really close. Oof. Oh, spicy. And then we're going to have the manifold over the top, like I was mentioning, alongside hopefully a walkway as well. But as you can see, we've still got all of this to do. So it's been productive, but only because we had to tear it all down and rebuild it. As you can see, we've also done this rail here. It took us a little bit of time trying to get it right, but it's going to follow all the way through, and then I think we're going to run it along towards the waterfall and then down into the plains area. Not sure entirely, but I think that's what we're going to be doing, and you can see how it's forming, and we're going to build the factory around it. Eventually, all the pipes will come out that way, the opposite way to which we're going, but we've also worked on these supports here, which I'm kind of liking. I'd love to add a bit more to it. You saw nothing! Saw a wonk! So what we have here is the system that we're going to be bringing the crude oil in to our refineries to be produced into heavy oil residue and also polymer resin. And so what I've done is run the two lines along one another down in the center of this little canal. And from here, I'm going to be adding the joints. And this can get a little bit finicky from time to time, depending on whereabouts in the build we are. From here, we can now cover this up and grab our pipes. We're going to bring it just before this and then pull it down and delete this. And that gives us the nice clean look that we're looking for. But we're also going to do that here as well. And you can see we brought this out slightly forwards by one place, and then we're going to drop it down. And we're going to use the vertical build. And to get this, you just need to click R and then select the vertical dial. Ta-da! Perfect. Now we're going to do this along all of these. Let's do this as a time lapse. Just working with the polymer residue, the polymer resin, and how we're going to bring that up. And what we're doing at the moment is going to bring this all up on a raised manifold. So 3 high, remove these, and then connect these up all along there. So this is the manifold, or well, it's not really a manifold, it's more of a bus because it's not taking anything off. Along the top, and then we're also going to use these lovely walkways to bring everything together. And generally speaking, I'm pretty happy with how this is looking.
2 days later.
Hello guys, and welcome back to episode, I think, 28 of our Satisfactory Let's Play series. And today we've got a few things that we want to do. The first thing is I want to complete the space elevator tier, which means if we look at the space elevator, I have to find a total of, well, 291 more modular engines, which I think we can do. I think we've got 170 back at base, so I'm not too concerned about this. The second thing that I want to sort out is this. So we're turning crude oil into the heavy oil residue at the moment and polymers, and we're going to actually change this into diluted fuel and then recycle plastic. So that's the next thing that we're going to be doing today. We've got a lot to get on with. We've been working away at this section of the factory, and the big thing for us is the actual pipes below, what we're doing with them now. Where are we going to move them, the logistics of that? And we've been working it out, and we're a little bit closer than we were. So what we've done is we've brought these all out, as you can see just here, coming up. There you go. And we're bringing this up and across to the right of the refinery. And then we're going to have to somehow move it across to the top end of this section because it needs to feed a further 80 refineries for fuel. I mean, I've already got my work cut out for me today, but it's fine. We're working on it. All good. But as you can see, we've done it neatly along the end, and hopefully it's just going to go up that side there if we can make it look clean. But first, let's get back to the factory and sort out those modular engines. We're back at the factory, and would you look at this? We now have 229. We're like 70 motors off. 70. Less than 70, because we actually have some back in the space elevator over there. Like 60. So we're going to drop these off now, very quickly. And we're back. And as you can see, we now have, look, 61 to go. 61! We will send you off today. We will definitely send you off. That's my promise. We won't finish stream until it's finished. I hope that was a smart thing to say. After that, we are back at the refinery, and the first thing that we want to do is place a total of 20 water extractors. It's either that or it's a total of 50. I'm not sure. We're either overclocking them all or we're not. If we're overclocking, that's 20. If we're not, that's 50. But we're going to do it right here. Right here. Yes. Hopefully in a nice straight line. But I need to make sure it's all part of the same grid. And so the idea is that we will bring all of that heavy oil residue along here. Then we'll have the refineries, and then we'll have the packaged water to make the diluted fuel. I think that's what we need to do, right? Let's get to it. So this is the kind of look that I think we're going for when it comes to the extractors. We're going to place them all on this curved foundation, and we're going to run that all along, maybe in a couple of sets along here. But I think this could look quite nice, quite neat. I changed my mind. I'm sorry. Forgive me. We're now doing 4 to a group, and we're going to line them like this so that they connect together. They're overclocked. And okay, sneeze. Whew. Bless me. Sorry for that shout. That was me sneezing. So yes, as I was saying, we're going to have 2 pipes connected on 2 overclocked 250% extractors. So there'll be 600 in this pipe and then brought across underneath it. And so we should be able to use these glass foundations, which will hopefully look pretty cool. And we'll just pattern this up with more along here. But we only need 20. So that's, what, 5 of these? I think we've got enough room. Fingers crossed. And the first 5 or 20 extractors, first 5 groups, each one of these will be overclocked to 250% and have a total output of 300 water each. So each 2 will have 600, hence why we're using Mark II pipes down there. And they will be going each 2, is it 10? Yes, 10 packages. So this is going to get very big very fast. In fact, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this, but one thing's sure, it's going to be interesting. We're back at the space elevator, and finally, look at this. We have now finished the 7th and 8th tier, ready to release. It's not working. It's not working. I've broken the game. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It was an autosave. We're ready. Oh. I need to, we need to do something funky for this. It's the last tier. I've got an idea. It is the moment we've been waiting for. This is the last, well, it's not the last one. We can actually send up another space elevator part to unlock the new mug. But this is the last major one. And here it goes, guys. Epic music needs to like proceed with this. Go! Send it off. Send it off to space. There it's gone. I missed it. I missed it. We were too slow. It's gone up already. Wow, that was a beautiful thought. Well, at least we've unlocked aluminium now. As you can see, we have now unlocked tier 7 and tier 8. And this is actually really important because our Megafactory really, if I'm honest, is going to start once we've got through this and probably maybe here. Wait, where's the blender? Where's the blender? That's what I want. Where are you? Where are you? I have no idea. Ooh, we're going to have to do something with these. Oh wait, here's the blender. Yeah, these two tiers, once we've got them out of the way, yes, we do want to do stuff with nuclear power, but we can probably get started with the fuel power plants that we've got, or that we will be building with the current pipe work that we're doing. But we do need these, and the reason for that is just the fastest logistics available will make everything so much easier, and we won't be redoing everything. You know, like the train nexus that we started and then realized that it was a silly idea to do it so soon. Remember, all of these, we gotta upgrade them all. Such a clever idea, Tom. Well, we don't need to worry about that anymore. Right? So now that we've got this set up for all the water, obviously we haven't powered it yet, but that's the next thing, as well as the power shards once we've set up the rest of this. But the next thing that we need to do is sort out how we're going to package all this water. So that's the next thing that we're going to do. Hopefully we'll be able to put 10 packages along each of these lines. So for every 2 of these, we'll have 10 going outwards along a manifold. Hopefully that will look pretty cool. But we'll find out shortly. So we've done it. We have built well, I say we've done it. These aren't actually fully belted up and it's not running yet, but we have set up our packager line for one of the sections so that we can see what it looks like. And I'm pretty happy with how this is going so far, but that's going to bring us to the end for this section of the stream. Obviously, we'll be streaming this Friday and Saturday, which will break down into this episode, no doubt, as well. But I've got to say, it's looking pretty good. It's just rather time consuming. But look, such clean lines. We'll probably end up doing like a nice highway in between that. The ideas. They're all coming together. So when we get back, the next thing that I'm going to need to do is not only double this up, but quadruple this. We're going to need to do another, 8 lines in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes! You know what? I'm pretty good at maths. Well, would you look at that? After several hours of hard work, we've now managed to... It's not finished, but we've managed to set up all the packages and also add the mergers, not the splitters, onto the manifolds. So it's coming along nicely. Just need to finish off with some of those conveyor belts. Also, I should mention what we next need to do is, now that we've got packaged water in theory done, what we will need to do is bring some empty canisters here, and we'll do a recycle loop for this. But we also need to make sure that we have a refinery set up to the left so that we can bring that heavy oil residue along with water, packaged water to create diluted fuel. And then to the right in this little empty section, we've seen how much space we have available for us to work with. We're going to put the fuel generators there, so it's going to get pretty big. But I have to say thank you so much everyone for joining. Don't forget, after this you can join us on Twitch for the live stream, should you wish to. But we're going to leave it there. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our amazing supporters, most notably our Solar Eclipse patrons, the Calamity and Cerebral Tag, as well as our Lunar Eclipse patrons, Chris McCabe, James Irwin, and Lord of July, as well as our Blood Moon of the Day, which today is Karib Johnny. Anyway, guys, until next time, as always, ciao for now.